Let's talk bird dog exercise, very commonly prescribed in therapy, given in fitness routines, and almost always, unfortunately, done wrong. And I want you to get the best benefit from this exercise. So what is a bird dog? You've probably seen the all-four stance, opposite arm, opposite leg. So let's go over the stance and break it down piece by piece. The stance, you're going to open your hand wide. So all 5 fingers are going to be rooting into the ground. The hand is going to be right underneath your shoulder. Not too wide out here, not too in, not too forward or back, right underneath the shoulder. The knee is going to be underneath your hip. Very critical is the shin. Don't turn the leg out, leg meaning knee to ankle. Don't turn the leg in. Try to keep your shins parallel to each other. So now we have the starting stance. I'm going to root into the ground with my hands. I'm going to root into the ground with my knees. Just this alone can be the exercise in and of itself. Now, the next thing is I want to make sure that my torso and pelvis are level. So Sam's going to put the level on my back, and you're going to see the bubble. My goal is to keep that bubble right in the middle. And it is a little tricky to keep this level because it's not very wide, so it may fall. But just notice that the level should be pretty close. The bubble should be pretty close to the middle. And even for me, it's hard because my right shoulder is a bit funky. So very important on the shoulder blades and on the hips. So I'm going to let this fall off so we're not rotating all over the place while we do the exercise. So how do we start the exercise? Once we get that rooting posture, and do take some time to get this rooting posture and stay there for a little while. Also, my head and neck, I'm not going to look up. I'm not going to tuck my chin. I'm going to try to keep my head just looking straight down, keep my spine straight from the cervical spine, the neck, down to the sacrum. So the first movement, we're going to break it down limb by limb. I'm just going to take the arm off the ground. It doesn't have to go high off the ground. It can just go off the ground, and I'm going to reach. But as I reach with my left hand, I'm going to really root hard with my right, so I don't rotate my torso. If I go the opposite way, I'm going to root with my left and reach like I'm trying to push a sled in front of me. I can make a fist, open hand. I'm going to really push hard, but I don't want to rotate the torso. So practice one arm. Doesn't matter how high off the ground it is. Just really reach, and when you reach, don't rock your whole body. Keep the pelvis here and down to the feet in one position, in a stationary position, and I'm just going to go with the reach and really practice reaching. Reach, reach, reach. You're going to feel all of this start to work tremendously hard. Same thing with the lower body. So now I'm going to take my left leg and I'm going to reach it back. I'm going to pull my toes in and I'm going to reach it back and I'm going to push with my heel. Kind of like I'm doing a leg press with one leg. I'm going to push with my heel. I can't forget about the rooting of my hands. I'm going to push with my heel without helicoptering and without turning the other leg in. There's a tendency to turn the other leg in as you lift the one leg off the ground. So if I'm lifting up the left, there's a tendency to turn in, which means external rotation at the hip with the stance side knee. So I'm going to reach back, push with my heel, makes a hard gluteal contraction, and again, works all this hard. Work limb by limb. Reach back, don't worry about how high off the ground. Reach, pull the toes in, reach hard without any torso rocking, reach hard. Then we can try to put it all together by going opposite. Reach, really reach. I'm pushing with that heel. I'm pushing with that arm. I'm rooting. And already I can feel that I've turned my right shin in a little bit. So I have to adjust that. Root, 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 push, push, push. This is a really hard exercise if it's done right. None of this. This is not the exercise. That's not a bird dog. Practice it. It's a lot of work. It's going to make you really strong through your core.